My monologue is from Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, and in this scene I'm playing Herbert Pocket and I'm teaching Pip table manners. Here is the dinner, and I must beg of you to take the top of the table, because the dinner is of your providing. Now, I promised to tell you about Miss Havisham. Let me introduce the topic by mentioning that in London it is not the custom to put the knife in the mouth for fear of accidents. And while the fork is reserved for that use, it is not put further in than necessary. It is scarcely worth mentioning, only it's as well to do as other people do. Also, the spoon is not generally used overhand, but under. This has two advantages. You get at your mouth better, which, after all, is the object, and you save a good deal of the attitude of opening oysters on the part of the right elbow. Now, concerning Miss Havisham, she was not an only child. She had a half-brother. As the son grew into a young man, he turned out riotous, extravagant, undutiful, altogether bad. At last his father disinherited him. He softened when he was dying, and left him well off, though not nearly so well off as Miss Havisham. Take another glass of wine, and excuse my mentioning that society as a body does not expect one to be so strictly conscientious in emptying one's glass as to turn it bottom upwards with the rim on one's nose. Miss Havisham was now an heiress, and you may suppose was looked after as a great match. Now, I come to the cruel part of the story. Merely breaking off, my dear Handel, to remark that a dinner napkin will not go into a tumbler. There appeared on the scene a showy man, not to be mistaken for a gentleman, who pursued Miss Havisham closely and professed to be devoted to her. She passionately loved him. He got great sums of money from her, and he induced her to buy her brother out of a share in the brewery at an immense price, on the plea that when he was her husband, he could hold and manage it all. My father warned her that she was doing too much for this man, and was placing herself too unreservedly in his power. She angrily ordered my father out of the house, and he has never seen her since. The marriage day was fixed. The wedding dresses were bought, the wedding tour was planned out, the wedding guests were invited. The day came, but not the bridegroom. He wrote her a letter, which she received at 20 minutes to 9. At the hour and minute, she afterwards stopped all the clocks, and she has never since looked upon the light of